Hello, beautiful kings and queens. Hello, hello, hello. On again, because I'm about to talk to my buddy. Zach, I'm about to talk to my buddy. Hi, beautiful kings and queens. Hello, I'm about to talk to another amazing, extraordinary king. Hello, hello. This will be my last interview for today until next week. Hello.
What's up?
Hey, King.
What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Greetings from Texas. Greetings from Texas.
Yes, happy Sunday.
Thank you for having me on here. I'm super, super honored. So, are you based out of Atlanta?
Yes, I'm in Atlanta, King. Yes, yes, yes. I had to get you on here, King, because I think next week is going to be crazy for me. So I appreciate you for joining me at short little notice and time, King.
No, it's okay. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yes, King. First of all, I want to say you are extremely amazing and gifted.
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
King.
I
Let's
appreciate
just
it.
talk about sing, you play instrument. I mean, you're the whole 9 yard. Very talented, very gifted. And the first time I heard you is when you did Black Street, and when you hit your notes, like woo! I'm like, oh my God, yes, Lord, yes. Okay, let's just talk about it. Like, when did you start singing? Like, how did you know music was just everything? Like, that was what you had to become, is a musician and a singer.
I started falling in love with music when I was like 10 years old. I think when my first artist, I was really into guitar first. I mean, I play guitar, I play keys, I can play bass, drums. I kind of play a little bit of everything, but I started, like I said, close to 10 years old. And the guy that I first heard as far as singing was Brian McKnight. I love Brian McKnight. He's one of my favorite singers of all time.
Beautiful, King. Beautiful. I mean, so you self-taught yourself how to sing.
Yes, yeah. So I started, like I said, when I first started to sing, really professionally when I was probably in my early 20s, but like I was in a few talent shows and I sang lead when I was like 13 or 14, something like that. But like I started getting real voice lessons from actually Brian McKnight's brother, Claude. He's a good friend of mine from
Mm.
Take Six, Claude McKnight from Take Six. And that's kind of, so he's been helping me a bunch recently, but I first started, like I said, when I was kind of young, maybe like I said, about 13 or 14, somewhere around there.
Right, right, King. And when did you start playing your first instrument again?
About the same time I started listening to Brian, probably about when I was about 10 years old, maybe. I started like I said, I picked up the guitar from that point, and that's been it ever since then. I've been a touring guitarist for probably since I was 20, and I'm in my early 30s now, as far as just playing guitar and everything.
Beautiful, King. Beautiful, King. So, Queen, so tell me how it is being a musician, trying to get your foot out there. I mean, you're already out there in the industry, but trying to like really get out there and make really a name for yourself. Tell me, like, what are some things that the industry has taught you as being an artist in the industry?
Um, I just think a lot of it's just hard work and just putting yourself out there, honestly. Um, just grinding and hustling as much as you can. I mean, I think that's always for me. That's always been the name of the game for me. I try to get better every single day. I just try to, and even when I post stuff, I'll start tagging people, just to see if I can get some attention from somebody. And then I think the thing is too, social media has been like a major source for me getting in contact with people. I mentioned, I was a huge McKnight fan growing up, but I
Hmm.
actually got to play guitar for Brian a few years back based on social media. He heard me doing a few videos when I was in my late 20s, and I got to play overseas with him. He flew me out to Indonesia, and I got to experience playing guitar behind him for a one-off show, and it was absolutely incredible. I getting to perform for my idol, and getting to share a few stories with him from time to time, and so yeah, like that. But outside of that, I've had success, but that was later on, and then a good friend of mine in my area. He's a country singer, and I've gotten to do a lot of country guitar work for my good friend around where I live. His name is Tracy Bird, and Tracy just got off of a tour with Blake Shelton. Him and Blake Shelton have been good friends for a long time, and I've known Tracy since I was a little kid. So that's kind of a few people I've gotten to play behind just as far as guitar, and I still play with Tracy from time. We still play together and all that. And with Brian, it was just a one-off show, but I'm still friends with everybody, and it's been an amazing experience. Like I said, it's just been so much fun.
Yes, beautiful, King, beautiful. And I mean, how is it touring? Like, I know your schedule is like constantly busy. How do you manage that and still, be an artist and stay in your lane? Like, how do you manage all that? Because I know that's
so a lot of the gigs that I do are kind of in my area. Honestly, I've gotten to perform. The farthest I've gotten to perform, like just with my own stuff, is Houston. It's to H-Town, Houston, Texas, and like I said, my little group that I have together, we're called the Zago Experiment, and it's me. And I got to give a huge thanks to my mentor, my family friend. I love him to death. His name is Tulu, and my good friend Tulu. He's been mentoring me. An amazing brother. He's a good friend of mine. And he's been mentoring me since I was 19, and he's kind of guided me through my journey. And he keeps me level-headed too. He keeps me down, and that's good. You need somebody in your life that's going to guide you through the journey, especially through the ups and the downs and everything. But my mentor and me put our group together called the Zago Experiment, and it's me. And you can follow these guys too on Instagram. My buddy, his name is Tulu, Tulu is how he goes by on Instagram, and it's me. It's my keyboard player, and his name's Rob King. Robert King Jr. is his name. He plays key bass and keys. And my good friend, my mentor's son, his name is we all call his name is Junior, but on here his Instagram is called Snipper Joe, something like that. I'll send you their names, that way you can add them on Instagram.
Definitely, Keith.
So, yeah, but as far as the touring and stuff goes, though, like we just a lot of the shows are just like local shows. Like I've gotten to do a bunch of different local gigs in the area, but we still get to perform, when we get the opportunity to. Trying to balance the schedule. Like we just did 3 this past weekend, which was awesome. But it's good. We do a lot of R&B. We kind of mix it up. We do R&B, a little bit of blues, rock, country. Like the other day we worked, like the newest song I think we worked up the other day was the BBD Poison. We do like Poison, like No Diggity, Return to Mac. Yeah, something like that. So I mean, like we and then I do Anytime by Brian McKnight, and we mix it up a bunch. Like as far as the R&B, we like to do a bunch. So
beautiful, King. Beautiful,
Stevie Wonder,
King.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes, King. Yes. I can't wait to hear it. Yes, King. So tell me, like, when you knew that you had the team that you were looking for, tell me what were you looking for when you built the team? That is
so in the beginning, when I first started, I started playing in a bunch of different local groups around the area, and I was always, I've always been the white guy in the soul band. It's just I've always played with the brothers. That like outside of
you got a lot of soul. You got a lot of soul. Like you invited to the cookout. Yes.
So I started. Yeah. I think a lot of it began. There's a local church in the area I performed at called Antioch Baptist Church, and that's really where I kind of got my foot in the door with playing with a lot of my best friends. I played in the church. I got to learn and sing. I got to develop some incredible things for about 4 or 5 years. And through that, I was still touring with Tracy, and I got to do the McKnight thing later on when I left the church at some point. But pretty much after I left the church, I was just like, okay, like, so me and my mentor kept talking to me, and he was just one day, we were just like, hey, he's like, look, he said, let me get my son, and I've got a PA system. He said, so let's just go ahead and just kind of put this thing together and see where it goes. So we started it when I was 25, and it's been going ever since. And then my mentor, he had a few things that happened to him in the last few years. So Rob came in, and that's pretty much been it. And I have some friends of mine in the area. They'll come in, and like if my main guys can't make it, I always have a few fill-ins that come in from time to time. So it's been an incredible journey, but we're just trying to get to the next level, and that's how I've always strived myself to be, is to climb to the next level.
Yes, King. Yes, and you definitely are climbing, King. You
I
keep going.
appreciate it.
You are definitely making it. Yes, King. So, King, so tell me, what advice would you give those that are trying to break into the entertainment industry? Singing, modeling. Like, what advice would you give them?
Just to just keep, like I said earlier, like for me, social media has been the key for me recently. And it's
Mhm.
really, it's social media has been a help for me, but it's also been about like who and just kind of surround yourself around people that'll bring you to another level. I've always surrounded myself around the best musicians I could possibly be around, whether
Mhm.
it's singing or playing other instruments. Like that was the benefit I had playing in the church. I was always around incredible singers, which I'm still friends with to this day. All incredible singers, all incredible musicians. So that it's like, surround yourself in a good environment, and then just have a lot of faith, and you just have to trust yourself. You know what I mean? Like you have to believe in yourself. That's the main thing. Like.
Beautiful, King. Beautiful. Believing in yourself, King. Yes. Yes, King. Yes. So, King, I just want to let you know I appreciate you today for talking with me.
Absolutely.
You're such a
Absolutely.
beautiful spirit. You're such a sweetheart.
Well, thank you so much.
And
I
I'm
really
going
appreciate you having me
to,
on.
yes, King. I'm going to support everything you have. I'm going to repost them. Like, y'all better support my friend Zach. Period.
Man.
So,
Hey,
let them
look,
know.
hey, I know you have a lot of followers too. Like I could use some followers myself. Like honestly,
Yes, King.
I
Yes.
appreciate it.
Yes, King. So, King, so drop all your platforms where people can follow you, where they can hear your music. Go ahead and drop
Yeah.
your platform.
So I'm just recently I got with a friend of mine. I'll start at some point start looking to record and everything. But you can actually follow me on here at Zach Gonzalez music. That's my Instagram. Facebook, it's just Zach Gonzalez with a Z, and Twitter is the same thing. It's the same thing. So.
Beautiful, King. Beautiful, King. King, I want you to know, continue being you, continue being legendary, continue being great. Stay beautiful inside and out. Stay humble. Keep your spirit up, and you just keep doing it because you're extremely amazing.
Oh,
I
I
don't
want
think
to
you
tell you
know how
too. I
amazing
wanted
you
to give
are.
a shout out. I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Antonio too. So that video we did on the Black Street, uh,
Yes. Hey,
Antonio,
Antonio, baby. Yes, my buddy.
Antonio,
Yes. Yes.
Antonio
Y'all.
was he was one of the musicians. Like he was one of the musicians we met. We played in the same church together, and that's how we met. So when he put that video up, I actually did that video when I was on tour, and the next thing I know, just literally last week when I saw that you shared it, the week before, he did all the editing on that video. So yeah, I want to give a thanks to Antonio for doing that, because that was really cool. That was amazing. And so it's cool. But we're still in contact and everything. We're just, he's doing, we all have our own paths, so it's been amazing.
Mhm.
It's been super cool with the way everything's going right now. So
Beautiful, beautiful, King. So, King, thank you so much for talking with me. Stay
absolutely.
out protected. Keep your mask on. COVID is still out. I'll be
Oh
glad
yeah,
when this is all
absolutely.
with.
Absolutely.
Yes, King. So, King, you have a beautiful, blessed day
You too.
and happy Sunday. And thank you for talking with me today.
Absolutely. Anytime you want me to come on or holler or whatever, I will be around.
Yes, yes, you'll be back on here again, King. Yes,
Yes,
soon. Thank you so much, King. You
all
have a
right.
beautiful, blessed day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.